Hi sisters, Justin Giron here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oh goodness, me saying sisters sounds really weird because I'm only used to James Charles saying it obviously. Anywho, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, in today's video, if you haven't already read the title, yes, I have dipped into the Morphe James Charles eyeshadow palette. Oh my god. We all knew that this was gonna happen one day. Morphe always collabs with like every beauty influencer out there, so this was kind of not a shocker that they were going to collaborate, but he came hard with this palette, not only because of the design, but of course, the plastic fell. But of course, the whole entire color scheme to this. Oh my god, do you guys not see this? He literally vamped up the 35B that we all know and loved and will cherish dear into our heart. And he just said, you know what? I know how to make it better. And he did. He added so much new colors to it. I really love this pale pink after his pinkity drinkity. So I thought that was a really good job. But not only that, but this palette also has so many cool, versatile colors for everything that you guys want to pour your heart into, whether it's nudes, smokies, naturals, rainbows. Hi. This palette has it all. Obviously, this palette was inspired by the 39A. If we look at this, and let me get out the James palette again. Of course, the colors may have some similarities, but James really made sure that he has his own colors so that way he doesn't like have a rip-off to it. But the 39A has some colors to it that may look similar, but again, his own palette. I can't even. And of course, everyone's gonna wonder what the heck is the difference between James Charles and Jaclyn Hill? Really? What's the difference? I think we all know the difference. Not only because of the packaging wise, but the shade wise too. I can't even hold these up together. So today I dipped into the James Charles palette. Oh my god, you guys will not believe how it all turned out later on in the video. So, I mean, you guys can already see how it came out, but I'm gonna be telling you guys how the pigment is. I'm gonna do a few swatches on a few colors that were like the talks around the beauty world. So if you guys wanna see me dip into the James Charles palette, you guys better keep on watching. Alright guys, so I already went ahead and did my basic face off camera. I have a few videos before all this where I do my basic face on camera, so if you guys want to see how I did all this, well, the videos are over there for you guys. The James Charles eyeshadow palette, I'm not so sure exactly what kind of eye. I mean, it's obvious that I want to do a rainbow eye because that is exactly what this palette is all about. Unleashing your inner artistry. But there have been so many photos, videos, tutorials of people using the James Charles palette, and what do? Rainbows. What kind of rainbows? Every different style rainbows. So whatever kind of eye I'm going to be doing, it's obviously going to be what somebody else is already going to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and do my thing and do what I want to do. But let's just go ahead and see how this whole pigmentation thing really works out. So here it is, the James Charles palette. And of course you can always remove the plastic thing. But the colors are so amazing. Like I have one rainbow eyeshadow palette, but it was like okay. But this time, I know that this is going to be in my collection no matter what because, hi sister, it's by James Charles. But honestly, the color range is so amazing in my opinion. Like I know there was a 35B, but I feel like James kind of revamped that palette, put his own colorings in it, his own layouts and styles, and he honestly he put so much work into it, and I can honestly tell. For my eyes today, obviously, the bottom row, I'm going to be using it and a few on the top row, but what will I be using? Alright guys, so on the palette, I'm going to be taking this orange shade over here, and this is shade 518. I'm guessing that's an area code for California or wherever he lives in, but we'll have to see about that. It's already layered, just gotta, you know, let the fallout just do its thing, and I'm going to go ahead and blend this all on the crease. But not only am I going to be taking this color to the crease, but I want to go ahead and be dramatic and take it all the way up to my brow bone, because I have done a rainbow eye look before in my previous video where I did the whole Phoenix Pride makeup tutorial. But with that tutorial though, I really felt like I didn't do like a really amazing job. I mean, it was a pretty good eye makeup, but I felt like it could have done better in my opinion. Alright, so this orange shade is a little subtle. It's totally fine. That means I can add on a few more. See, like that. Ooh, I actually really like this. Okay, so this is shade 518. It's blending wise, it's actually really good. I love how it really blended out the color to the skin and on top of the crease and towards my brow bone. It could be a little darker, but I'm not done just yet. I still need to finish this side of the eye. And then I also need to add more color to the crease. Can we just talk about how James Charles just followed me on Twitter? I did not expect that to happen. He tweeted out asking all of his sister following that whoever bought his collection, he'll follow. Because he's just that awesome. And so I tweeted out a photo of me at the Morphe store buying his palette, and I said, sis, I bought that palette, you know I had to. And he followed me back. I was shook. And I actually kind of hope he recognized me because he and I did meet a year ago at the Morphe store. And he and I actually really had like a really good conversation together, and he was just honestly the nicest guy that I met. But James Charles, like, I can actually like see how like genuine he is and how loving and supporting and caring he is. And I'm always gonna love James Charles. I mean, for God's sakes, last year I drove all the way to LA to meet him. He recognized that and he even put it on his Snapchat. Yes. Alright, see? It's coming along. It's coming along. Alright, so I'm gonna be taking the shade Canvas. It's like a really nude, pale color. And I'm just gonna go ahead and blend the orange shade to my actual brow bone, so I can have like the colors blended together. Okay, and now for the next shade, I'm really debating if I should do Rusted or You're Kidding, because they're both red shades, but You're Kidding is like a really true red shade, while the other one is like a rusty red shade. Ooh, you know what? Let me swatch them both to see how good. Oh wow. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch on the back of my arm. Thank God I shaved. Ooh, wow. Okay, this one is Rusted and this one's You're Kidding. So what am I gonna choose? You're Kidding. The swatch is actually pretty good. Like, yeah, it's gonna fade away, but hey. Not only is eyeshadow palettes all about finger swatching, it's about how good they blend and how long they stay on the eyes and everything about that performance. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking the shade You're Kidding, and I'm gonna be taking it on James Charles's favorite eyeshadow brush, the M433, which is included in his collection. Wow. It's going along pretty good. So I'm going to take that color inside of the crease and I'm going to blend it towards the orange shade. Alright, I'm taking that orange shade again because I really want the red and the orange colors to be blended. So this shade, You're Kidding, is actually really good. Like, I'm really glad that James Charles actually picked out a good red shade, so that way we have something to actually add on to our eyes, because there are red shades out there and when you apply it, it either looks like burgundy or pinkish red or just not, you know, anything that's like a true red. But sister stepped up. So for the next shade, I actually need to find the plastic thing again because I need to let you guys all know what shade I'm going to be using. I'm going to be taking this true matte purple over here, and this is shade Escape. And I'm going to be taking the brush M441, again included in his brush collection. Now there's a saying that you should spray your brush so you can pick up more of the eyeshadow. Yeah, this, you don't need to spray your brushes. It's pretty pigmented enough. And I'm going to be taking Escape literally in the crease. Sister is stepping out of her comfort zone today. But I'm so glad that I have this palette, because the next time I go to Phoenix Pride, who knows who I'll be running into again, I will be ready. And then of course, what you do to one eye, you gotta do it to the other eye. Alright guys, so I really want to add on a color to the center towards the corner of my eye, so I'm just gonna be taking some concealer and I'm gonna put it on a regular flat brush. It's not Morphe, it's one of those cheap Dollar Tree ones. This was a brush I had 5 years ago and I only use it just for this reason. I'm gonna pat it on the eye. I'm gonna open my eye. Alright, right there. Wow, I feel so festive with all these colors. Way better than the Pride makeup tutorial that I did last year, which an update will come very soon with this palette. Alright, so James Charles included a true yellow shade right over here, and this is shade B. So I'm going to be taking that shade on the Morphe 124 brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and carefully pack on the yellow shade. Alright, I had to switch to a different brush because the little 124 brush wasn't doing it for me. I think that brush is good for like a different like eyeshadow trick, but I need to cover like all of the big spots, so I need this big brush. Alright guys, so this is how the top of my eyes look, and I'm actually really shook about this because normally I would never do colors like this because like you guys know I have trouble like getting out of my comfort zone because I only do is just nude, natural stuff, never like color wise, but this is really stepping it up. So now all I gotta do is the bottom of my eyes. So let's see what I got in stores. So that same shade, Escape, I'm gonna go ahead and brush it all on the corner down here, and I'm gonna blend it upwards like that, but I'm obviously gonna add more color to it. Alright guys, and for the next shade, I'm gonna be taking this blueberry shade over here called Playground. Whoa. Whoa. And I'm gonna carefully pack that color in the middle. Honestly, in this palette, I really wish that James Charles had like a Sonic Blue, because Sonic Blue is my all-time favorite blue color. But this color works really well for me too. Alright guys, and the last shade I'm going to be using is this really light green called Social Blade. And I'm going to pack that all on the corner. Wow, these colors, you know what? I'm glad James Charles created these colors because it's honestly so perfect and it's honestly so electrifying that even if you face tune the colors, it won't look that much of a difference because this is like bright as hell, you know? Now all I gotta do is just finish up the other eye. Alright guys, so now that my eyeshadow is all completed, I cannot stop looking at this. I'm so happy. I had to be Sister Sneaky and I'm gonna be doing my lashes off camera, so I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, and the next thing to do is highlight. So I'm not really sure if an eyeshadow can be used as a highlighter. I know a lot of people love to do it, so why don't I pick out a random color from the palette and see which one I want to use. There's honestly two gold shades that are really calling my name. Let's see. I'm either going to use So Good or Face. Let's do a swatch. Okay, so this is Face and this is So Good. Let me see. So I'm going to be taking the Morphe M501 brush that's included in James's brush collection. And let's see how good this brush is with the face. Let's see. Ooh. She's subtle, she's pretty, but we can make her blinding. I can see why James really uses this brush because it honestly like precises the highlighting instead of like that big fluffy highlighting brush which like goes everywhere. So props to you, James Charles. Yeah, a lot of people aren't for eyeshadows being used as highlighters, but since I really want to versatile this palette for everything and anything, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Alright, I'm gonna use this shade to pack it on the corners of the eyes. Damn. Y'all see this? Put some on the Cupid's bow and a little on the tip of the nose. Perfect. Last thing to do is the lips. I'm gonna be taking this Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer lip gloss because I feel like the liquid lips like really dry out my lips, so I want something that's juicy and comfortable. Alright guys, so the lip gloss is done and I already sprayed my face with setting spray, so now it's time for my final thoughts on the James Charles eyeshadow palette. This one right here. I just love its sleek black, like, it's honestly so good. I love the design. The only thing I wish that it did have was like that glossy durability like the new Jaclyn Hill palette has. Only because I want this to be like really easy to clean off and, you know, if it drops it won't damage as bad as this cardboard, you know? But everything else inside of the palette, I love the whole color scheme. I love how it's like all laid out perfectly. Not only is it like natural and smoky, but you can also do so many fun versatile colors with anything on this palette. So James, you did it again, honey. Freaking love it. You really switched up the 35B and told yourself, you know what? I can do something better than that. And you did. But the shadows itself, the swatches, I still have them on here. They swatch really well. Now, I know there's always complaints that it didn't swatch as pigmented as every other brand. Well, just think about it, you guys. Every other brand is like 50 bucks, 45 bucks, and higher, while this one is affordable. So, you know, James Charles, if you ever come across this video, ever, thank you. Love you. Respect you. And you did it. You did this so good. Sister shook right now. Alright guys, so that's my whole entire final thoughts on the James Charles palette. I really hope you guys do love this video. I really hope you guys do really love this eyeshadow because it took a very long time. Not only that, but a lot of blending, a lot of patience went towards this eye. Let me know down in the comment section, guys, how I did. So that's all I have for today, you guys. And I will see you guys all on the next video. Bye, guys.